Welcome back, boys and girls. Today we're going to read The Rhinoceros and the Bird again, and this time we are going to write an essay. Before we start, I want you to keep some questions in mind. How do characters change in the story? Read through the story, The Rhinoceros and the Bird, one more time, and think about how the rhinoceros changes from beginning to end. So I would like you to pause this video right now, and I want you to go through into Schoology and read the story one more time, thinking about how the rhinoceros changes. All right, boys and girls, you should have read that story. If you didn't, stop the video, go back and read it, and now we're going to move on. So think about what two words would you use to describe the rhinoceros at the beginning of the story? So think back to the very beginning of that story. It says right there, the rhinoceros was what? What two words? The story gave you a word, and then maybe in the second sentence there's another word. What two words would you use to describe the rhinoceros at the beginning of the story? Turn and tell someone. Next, what two words would you use to describe the rhinoceros at the end of the story? Would you still use the same two words, or would you change them? So go to the end of the story, and I want you to think about how you would describe the rhinoceros. And the last question, how does the bird help the rhinoceros change? All right, boys and girls, now that you have those thinking questions in your head and you've read that story again, I want you to think about those questions as you write today. Here is your writing prompt. The bird is important to the story. So remember, what does the bird do? You're going to write an essay explaining how the rhinoceros changes because of the actions of the bird. Use the evidence from the passage to support your response. You may reference the passage as often as you need. Remember, a well-written essay shows understanding of the text, uses details from the text for support, is organized with an introduction and conclusion, uses transitions and clear language, and follows rules of spelling, punctuation, and grammar. So boys and girls, let's review. What does essay mean again? Yes, essay means paragraph. Okay? And you're going to explain how the rhinoceros changes because of the actions of the bird. All right, so boys and girls, I would like you to look at the attachment. The attachment can go right into Notability, and then you can start typing your answer here, and it's an essay. And if you run out of paper, I gave you a whole nother sheet. All right, boys and girls, remember your race method. Restate the question. The rhinoceros changes because of the actions of the bird by what? Restate the question. Give your answer, support it with text evidence, and then write your conclusion. All right, boys and girls,